Good morning, you wonderful people, and welcome to the Rimpy Factor. As you can see, it's still a little bit dark out. It's about 7:18 a.m. on a Friday morning, and we're going to go out and do another day of Uber and Lyft rideshare. But first, we must take care of the Tesla. After all, it is my work tool. Much like a hammer or drill or table saw is to a carpenter, this car is my work tool. I use it to make money doing rideshare. Therefore, I'm going to a car wash here in the neighborhood where I live, and I hit this car wash pretty much every couple days. It is a touchless car wash. I do not believe in utilizing the automatic car washes where they have brushes and so forth, because it just scratches up the paint and ruins the overall look and appearance of your car. So anyhow, I will get my money, get situated in here, and I do the gold wash, which does undercarriage all the way through to a dry blow on the car, and then I get out afterwards and I kind of wipe the car down, make sure I don't have excessive water spots, any residual dirt left over, because once again, with this nice clean white interior, people are going to expect the outside to be nice and clean. I'm sure you can hear the car wash wand coming around. Putting that first layer of soap on. Doesn't look very thick today, but I'm sure it'll catch up and provide a good layer of soap to get all the dirt and grime off from the last couple days of driving. So there you have it. My car is all clean from the car wash. Now I just got to get in the back of the car, get my rags and my simple cleaners out, wipe it down, and get it all ready for today's customers. Well, here we are. We got it all dried off and ready for today's customers. It's very important, not only with your personal appearance, but in particular your vehicle also, to keep it clean inside and out. Again, that's why I love this white interior, because it keeps it nice and fresh looking. And imagine as a client, you're getting into some of these people with dirty cars. How terrible that must make you feel at that moment. Well, like I said earlier, it's 33 degrees out, so wipe the car down and everything. It was cold out. It is cold out. My hands are freezing. Next time I need to put my gloves in the car so when I'm out doing this, I don't freeze off my finger.
Then turn right on Northwest 156th Street.
Well, I turned on the Lyft app before I even pulled out of the car wash here and got lucky enough. I got like a $17 ride to go 6 miles. So I have to drive about 2.5 miles to pick a person up. So I would imagine this is a ride from a hotel to the airport. But I'll take it. That's good money for especially starting the day out. Well, I'm on my way to the first ride and just thought I would share some of my thoughts with you. I'm hoping that I help build this channel, The Rimpy Factor, through a variety of types of content. One will be my ride share, but the other one is, you know, of course, when you do ride share, a lot of times you do it through lunch or through an evening meal, or you have snacks in the car. So one of my favorite things is this Old Trapper beef jerky, 10-ounce bag. It is delicious. So at some point I'm going to start doing, when I'm sitting and waiting for rides and so forth, I'm going to start doing some product reviews also of the things that I, let's say, just nibble on and eat throughout the day. And while I pass the time here doing ride share, the other thing I do is I'm getting in the habit of taking my drinks and not doing so much soda, and do a lot more of, let's say, call it healthy shakes. So this morning I have blueberry, yogurt, and banana with ice in it, all whipped up into a nice smoothie, because you do need to maintain your health no matter what job you're doing, or even if you're retired or semi-retired like I consider myself. Well, I just finished up my first Lyft ride. It was actually a gentleman that I'd given a ride to last week. I picked him up at his work today and gave him a ride back to where he's staying. A great guy. He's just a little down on his luck. He's having to spend some time in a shelter, but he got a really nice job that he enjoys, and he's working the overnights, and he's real happy. He's glad that he's got his life back on track. And I gotta tell you, you know, that's one of the things that when I see other videos on YouTube, in particular around rideshare stuff, that I don't think we talk enough about is the impacts that this rideshare economy has on people, like that gentleman. Well, like I was telling you before, I dropped a kid off, actually he's a guy, that I had given a ride before from a shelter, and he was going out to a job interview. And so this time it's been, I don't know, probably a week, and he got a job. He says it's paying him well, so now he's able to start saving up money, and he's hoping within a couple weeks him and his girlfriend will be able to get their own apartment and get out of the shelter. So it really, you know, it really touches my heart, to be honest with you, that I'm able to help people like that out. I know they're paying me to do it through Uber and Lyft, but to just hear the stories how there are people out there who do struggle. They understand life is a struggle, but they're not giving up. I mean, it would be so easy for that guy to have just given up and try to stay within, you know, the welfare system. But he understands, you know, he's more than willing, capable, able, and has the intelligence to get out into the world and make his life better for him and his girlfriend. So it's really, really feels good to give somebody like that a ride and to have the conversation with them. right, a little check-in this morning here. It's 8:55. I've done nothing but lifts this morning. I've done 4 lifts for $36.33 total. I know I've got a couple tips, excuse me, in that total there, and we'll talk about them later. Well, one of the things that I haven't really talked about yet is, why do I do Uber and Lyft? You know, my background is, for the past like 40 years, I had worked in technology in one way or another. Started out doing service work, working on a bench, fixing and repairing, all the way through designing networks, telecommunication networks, data networks, actually selling them also for some of the world's largest companies. And then recently, you know, for my retirement, I worked for a company where I oversaw their IT environment. And I just decided, you know, I wanted to do something that gave me a little more flexibility with my days, and not have to count vacation days per se, or go ask permission to take time off, things like that. I wasn't looking so much for, I'd say, the hourly rate of pay. I was looking for something that would give me some money, give me a challenge, do something meaningful throughout the day, but give me some flexibility also. And, you know, that's why I got into this ride share. And it has been a good deal. I've been doing it now for, I would say, almost 2 years. Started out with Mini Cooper Countryman. Did that for a year and a half, almost a year and 3/4, and really started learning the ins and outs more about, you know, this type of business, and to be the contractor and so forth. Learn about tax write-offs, all those kinds of things for doing rideshare, and it has been a wonderful experience. Again, you know, I just meet all kinds of interesting people, have all kinds of interesting conversations with them. I hear their conversations when they're on the phone to other people, and to just be, you know, I call it like the Gandhi principle, to just be out amongst the people every day, and not having somebody constantly come to you trying to solve some major problem, which then you gotta go get permissions to do things, or, you know, their involvement, what level of involvement they want or not want. You know, the thing about the rideshare environment is, people are telling you through the app that they want to be picked up and they want to be taken someplace, and it's your job to make that environment, when you pick them up, comfortable, and to be professional about it. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and the last couple of rides have been really good. I've done Uber, and my tolls have jumped considerably here. But the one thing I wanted to talk about mostly was, I had a passenger a couple rides ago that I was taking her to her job. She's kind of searching for a new path in her career. Today she's working at a daycare place, but she's an artist / illustrator, and that's really where her passion lies. So it just so happened, you know, I got her email address, because for my channel, the Rimpy Factor, I told her I'm looking for a logo, something that I can brand it. So I told her over the weekend I will send her some information and some thoughts and ideas about what I believe the Rimpy Factor is about, and the concept behind it, so that I get some kind of quote from her and start getting some ideas. So again, like I've said a few times, you just never know who your passenger is going to be, and what kind of interesting conversations you're going to have, and what's going to come out of those conversations. So again, I'll probably work here for another couple hours, and then head home and enjoy the rest of the weekend with my wife. But we'll check in later. Hello, it's 4:01 Friday. I'm wrapping up the day, so I'm going to give you just a quick summary of how my day went. I did $58.05 with 6 rides on Lyft. Of course, I'm driving down the road, so I can't look at all the details yet. But let me switch over to Uber, and I'll tell you how much I've done today on Uber. I did $98.53 on Uber. That's 5 hours of driving, 13 trips. So 86 of that is regular Uber fare paid to me, and $12 of that is tips. So not a bad day overall, a little over 150 bucks. That's kind of what I shoot for when I'm out for a full day. And for the week, I did 570 some bucks for the whole week, which is not bad considering that, let's see here, just want to verify. Yeah, I didn't even drive Monday because I had a bad cold that day and just wasn't feeling real good. So that's not bad. Overall, I shoot for $550 to $600 for a week of driving, which, having a full day off, and yesterday was a short day, not too shabby in my mind. Now, of course, you can say the rate per hour is not that great, perhaps. You know, I haven't figured it out yet this week, but typically I average around $20 an hour for doing this. And again, it's the flexibility. I can do what I want. I myself, I'm not doing it to make a full-time earning. I'm doing it as some extra, you know, I hate to say the word passive income because I am very active in it, but I do it for some extra income. And my wife and I, we use the money towards trips and miscellaneous stuff, so we really don't have to dip into savings or any retirement funds or anything like that. So again, a good day, met some more interesting people, and you know, like I said previously, stumbled into an opportunity to have potentially some gal with artistic talents. She's an illustrator and so forth. Help create me a brand, a logo for the Rimpy Factor. So that'll be new and exciting. I'll keep you up to date on that. In the meantime, I'm going to pull in here to a convenience store, give me a little bottle of Nestle's chocolate milk, and take the ride home. About 7-8 miles away from the house, so it'll be a nice little easy cruise home, especially before all the traffic hits. So hope you all have a great weekend, and if you like my videos, please hit the like button and please subscribe. I am at the very beginning of this journey and will do my very best to provide hopefully some worthwhile content. And over the videos, I hope that the content and the information within will get better and better as I go. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. It's the Rimpy Factor, and we will see you on the other side of the weekend.